Yo, what's up everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another video, and guys, we have a ton of stuff to talk about when it comes to the Nintendo Direct and my top 5 announcements, or my top 5 hype announcements from the Direct. But I do want to get a few honorable mentions out of the way. Not to say that these games aren't really cool or these weren't big announcements, they're just my honorable mentions just because there was so much stuff at this Direct. So I do want to talk about Dragon Quest XI S Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition that is dropping this fall and has a bunch of cool new content in exclusive to Nintendo Switch version. There's going to be a lot of extra stuff that you're going to be able to do with the characters once you beat the game. They also have a 2D mode in as well, and Japanese voiceovers. The game is looking great. We got the first big trailer for it with the Switch version running, so that's really cool. Also, Daemon X Machina, the new gameplay footage that dropped. We also got a demo as well. That game is dropping this summer. Really looking forward to that. That was exciting to see that we can play a demo of the game. Didn't expect that at all. Also, Super Mario Maker 2. That game is dropping this summer as well. We're going to be able to play that game in June. Super Mario Maker 2 looks really cool. They added slopes in there so people can finally have their slopes. So that was awesome to see Super Mario Maker 2 finally get a reveal. It's been 4 years since the original game, so yeah, it made sense for a Super Mario Maker 2. And then last but definitely not least for the honorable mentions, and that is Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Nobody would have thought that this game would have come over to the Switch because of the graphics of this game, and you cannot sit here and downplay this game coming over and how it looks, because I'm guessing that that was running on the Nintendo Switch. Yes, I don't think it's going to be as fluid as like the Xbox One X or the PlayStation 4 version or whatever the case is, but the fact that this game and the graphical type of way that it looks and that it performs is on the Switch pretty much tells you that the Switch can do a lot of things that people did not expect. So those were my honorable mentions. Let's go ahead and get into the top 5 announcements for this Direct, guys, and we're going to go ahead and start off with the version 3.0 update for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This was nice to see because Joker got his first in-game model tease, and you know he's going to be good. It's looking like Joker's going to be a boss. Joker's going to be dropping in April for the Nintendo Switch on Super Smash Bros. And version 3.0, that is a spring update, and it's probably going to be pretty huge since they teased what's going to be coming in the game. I would guess that we're going to get a stage builder, we're going to get online tournaments, and there's going to be a complete retooling for the Elite Smash mode where we have a standard of 7 minutes, 3 stocks for the Elite Smash matches, and just better organization when it comes to the searching and finding matches and making sure that you're not paired up with people who are using items or stuff like that. So they could just retool it completely towards more like ranked with For Glory and kind of how that was, and kind of how you can kind of search within there, and then like a For Fun, and then also people put in that bracket. So you can still search for certain things, but it's going to separate it. So they could do something like that. I'm just speculating, but I feel that the 3.0 update is going to be massive with some of the stuff that they do add to the game, and of course Joker is going to be hype as well. All right, and moving on to my number 4 hype announcement for this Direct, and that is Square Enix and Tokyo RPG Factory's Onaki. That game looks really cool, and it pretty much blows out the art style and the look of the previous games that Tokyo RPG Factory did, and that was like Lost Sphere and I Am Setsuna. I do want to talk a little bit about this game. So in Onaki, players will explore the world as a mysterious watcher named Kagachi, who was bound by duty to sever the bonds that tie the lost to this world. With Kagachi's guidance, these wandering souls in the world of the beyond can continue the process of reincarnation over again. This game looks beautiful. The art style is great. It looks like they really took the feedback of what people were saying about I Am Setsuna and also Lost Sphere and said, okay, we can do better. So I am extremely excited for this type of game, and I love the fact that this Direct was just full of great looking RPGs. So much cool stuff. So yes, this was number 4, Onaki, for the Nintendo Switch, but it's also coming to the PlayStation 4 and the PC. That is dropping this summer. My number 3 announcement for this Direct was The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. We've got a brand new remake that is coming, and check this out, guys. It's in 2019. One of the best things about this Direct is that a lot of the games are all this year, which is so cool. Pretty much all of them were this year, so that is great to see. Now here's a little bit more information about this remake of this classic classic title. So originally released for the Game Boy system more than 25 years ago, one of the most beloved games in the Legend of Zelda series returns. In this modern reimagining, players travel to the mysterious island of Koholint to guide Link on a perilous adventure. You guys are checking out the trailer here. The game looks good. The art style kind of tripped people up. Not everybody is loving the art style. I'll be honest, I'm not in love with this art style, but the fact that they remade it, and I like some of the other things. I'm not sure if I'm in love with how Link looks in particular, but if you look at the old sprite and then you look at him, they kind of just really took the old sprite and made it completely modern, basic, simplistic style and all. So I want to play the game just because I remember playing this game back on the Game Boy back in the day and just never finishing it just because I didn't, but I'll definitely pick it up on the Nintendo Switch and play it. Even if I don't love the look of Link himself, I didn't love the look of Wind Waker at first, and that kind of art style grew on me, so maybe that'll be the case here with this game as well. And you know it's going to be Link's Awakening, so it's going to be really good. They're going to have fine-tuned controls. It's going to be a much better game based on the gameplay trailer that they did show off. So The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, the remake, is my number 3 hype announcement for the Direct. Alright guys, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, and it was very hard for me to pick between these two games. I'm pretty sure once I say this game, you guys will know the next game, but I have to talk about my number 2 announcement, and that is Fire Emblem Three Houses. We've got a special edition that I've already copped and is sold out on Best Buy. They'll probably do some restocks though, so don't worry guys. And that game is launching on July 26th. But also the look of the game, the feel of the game, the new types of content they put in there, how you have 3 different ones that you can go through in terms of the paths that you can take. So that's going to provide replay value. Koei Tecmo helping out with development, them taking the extra time to polish things up and let people know that this is probably going to be content-wise the best Fire Emblem game ever made. So let's talk about this just a little bit. So Fire Emblem Three Houses will officially launch for the Nintendo Switch on July 26th. Publisher Nintendo and developer Intelligent System has announced. In addition to the standard edition, a Seasons of Warfare edition includes a copy of the game, steelbook case, sound selection CD, 2020 calendar, art book, and special packaging. So I do want to go over some of the key features. So traditional turn-based tactical RPG that puts new twists on strategic battling. Now when the player maneuvers a unit, formations of troops move with them and support them in battle. In some parts, the player can move the main character freely and interact with other characters and gather information. The game is set in a brand new world with the Church of Syros exercises great power over the land and people. You have your protagonist, and then there's Elgar, Dimitri, and also Claude as well. You're going to be able to pick between those different paths. You have these 3 noble houses, the Officers Academy that they talked about. Oh my gosh, there's just so much cool stuff with this game, and I'm extremely excited to finally play it. I think this is definitely like Game of the Year quality, but we already knew about it, and that's the reason why it's number 2 for me. But Fire Emblem Three Houses to me seems like Intelligent Systems put that same type of love, care, passion, and rate of like just like desperate, right? We need to have something get done. That same passion that was with Fire Emblem Awakening, thinking that this was going to be the last one, they put that into Fire Emblem Three Houses, and that's the reason why it was delayed 1 year, then even kind of delayed again. Nintendo said, hey, we have to delay it out from spring because they needed a little bit more time. But after looking at it, yes, I can see why. You're not going to have multiple different versions of the game like Fates and split it up for different paths. You have all of your paths right there. This game is going to be brimming with content. It is going to be amazing. They brush up the graphics. It looks good. It looks good, and man, to me, this is already looking like a Game of the Year candidate for me at least. So this is my number 2 announcement for the Direct, so I'm guessing a lot of you guys already know what my number 1 is. So for my number 1 announcement, Nintendo Platinum Games, brand new IP from the master himself of action games, and that is Hideki Kamiya. Astral Chain has been announced for the Switch, and it's an exclusive, and guess what? It's due out on August 30th. No long wind up, no 2 years in advance. We're going to be able to play this game this year in 2019, and it's a brand new IP. This has to be the number 1 announcement considering Hideki Kamiya's track record. So Nintendo Platinum Games, once again, Astral Chain, August 30th. Let's go over this game because it's a brand new IP. So Astral Chain, a brand new action game from Platinum Games, is coming exclusively to the Nintendo Switch system. As part of a police special task force, it's up to you to fight against mysterious alien-like creatures who have invaded the world. In the Ark, a multicultural city in the near future, disaster strikes when gates to another dimension suddenly appear. Dangerous creatures begin to emerge, attacking the people and polluting the land, and normal police forces are unable to compete with them. To stand up against these threats, a brand new special police unit known as Neuron is formed. Choose between 2 playable characters, 1 female and 1 male on your adventure. The character you don't choose also appears as your younger twin and a fellow member of Neuron. In order to resist the creatures, humanity developed a special weapon, the Legion. The Legion acts as your partner and helps with your investigations. However, it's in battle where the Legion shows its real ability. Work together with the Legion and use all sorts of combat styles to fight your enemies. You could both attack the same enemy simultaneously, target different opponents, or send your Legion on the offensive while you support it with items. Use this strategic action system to battle and explore together. Making his directional debut and known for his work as the game designer on Nier Automata, Takahisa Tada is responsible for the concept and planning of Astral Chain. Hideki Kamiya, creator of the Bayonetta series, is in charge of supervision. The character design is by manga artist Masakazu Katsuda, creator of Zetman and Video Girl AI. So this was a huge announcement. Whenever you've got Hideki Kamiya and of course the Nier Automata developer on the case here, you know you're going to have an amazing game. I love the teamwork that you can do with your Legion. I love the art style, and you can tell that this game was built from the ground up for the Nintendo Switch. Look at the detail, look at the type of characters that are in this, look at just the style of this game. This is a Switch game more so than anything, and you guys know I get hyped for Hideki Kamiya and Platinum games, and this to me was a huge announcement, and it's coming out this year, which is even better. I love that it's coming out this year. It doesn't need a 2-year buildup or a year buildup or anything like that. This is perfect, and this was easily probably the best Direct that we've ever had. I'll definitely give this Direct at least a 9 out of 10 minimum, maybe even higher if Metroid was there, but we didn't get any Metroid. But man, fantastic Direct. I'll definitely be talking about it more in future videos with some of the other stuff. But what did you guys think about this Direct? What were your top 5 announcements? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the internet and just the YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for this RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.